realm is... If you ever...
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Off we go! It always rains when I go on an adventure. Don't stand too close to me, or you might get hit by lightning. Hup. Tah. Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Here comes the catch. Rain Cutter, rain outlines your fate. Know my soul. A festive reprise! Time for a light show! This body belongs to us. Watch me make a snowball! Pew!
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Adventure time! Take it easy.
Albedo?
The word on the street, the views and scene.
But... Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
Who are you? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting.
What's up with the...
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow!
You can find... But take a look at the... in the cyclical lot.
Hold your horses. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What?
So, sister... But back to the... I see. Then, I've heard a bit of... I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility. Excellent. If I could procure your... forget...
Whoa, whoa!
For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, it's like you.
Well, if you're
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. Time for a change of surround.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Off we go!
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance using alchemy after awakening.
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's the seed gonna...
Well,
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
the subject of my first... How you're able... Firstly, do you have any extra organ? Fascinating.
What a And another thing...
I was merely considering the possibility... Oh, but that would mean that
Hey! How...
In that case, given that there's clear... Firstly, let me lure a few
Huh?
direct and clear Naturally, if you're...
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare yourself.
Busted! Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Rain, out goes the ship down! Time for a light show!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's not just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, it's a type of I'll take you to my all going to plan.
Fine, let's keep our...
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Off we go!
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic... following this...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life form, a cryoregist in that sense.
Yes.
After all, if it turned out...
Ah, it would... Speaking of...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you...
This potion, but if the intern...
So you knew...
It was my own concoction, of course. But of course, in conclusion,
Aw, Paimon...
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar... The good thing about people are the same when you're sick, but a peculiar... For example, a human can't... To sum up, Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you...
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Having you down...
Not bad, I think.
You can count on me.
Is he trying to...
If you're interested...
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Well, on with... There may be Take to that for... But worlds may... So, I think answering this question calls for the same method. No. You shan't. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That was...
What's with the...
I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. Anyway,
cooking?
not only is this...
That does sound yummy, though. Okay.
I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything...
How are we gonna...
That was...
Adventure time!
Where does he get these ideas from? Let's just do it the old-fashioned.
That was fat? An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation unless...
We just didn't know.
Not to worry. And here's your...
Woohoo! Thanks!
I can tell that you're... Not that...
Hey, but you do have to... And you're right, we...
Yeah, there are all... I managed to
Paimon's but...
Don't worry if you can't... If you had, I must have...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah! The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental This must be electrohypostasis powder.
Goodness. You managed to find them. I'm wondering...
Yep.
Unfortunate. Only a...
You mean...
Don't be disheartened. I have to... Right then. Up until now, our research has... In essence, looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here? I know of a
Let's light it up!
You...
Not necessarily. Not if you know of whichever method I will factor.
The opposite side...
Without limitation, some of us would... No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. Then if you would...
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Here we go.
Great work. I've never your reputation.
But you followed.
Me? If it turns out, if the natural, the innumerable.
But how does this?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be a bit gold. The essence, I'm willing to all these things.
Oh, so that's.
Precisely.
So after all.
Of course not. Now, follow me. I imagine you must have encountered more. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test. I'd like you to explore. There are two puzzles. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. A tried and tested. So, let's see you.
Off we go!
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Ah!
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Off we go! Adventure time!
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something Oh, see... What's this? To the best of my knowledge, there's still a lot. Let me make a copy.
Seems like if you.
I've truly gained a... Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kind of looking for. Unless you can.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced.
You.
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed?
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like, but for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the result. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is... you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's the only other but. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something is not nurturing otherworld.
Paimon thought with all...
Life is a short life can be. So, do you understand what I meant?
Albedo...
Thank you both. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower. I mean, in the future, if the need arises, well... I made a point through it, but what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose can I rely on you to stop me?
Weather's not bad today. Oh, crud. I jinxed it. Now it's bound to rain.
Welcome.
Hi there.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the... Sure, we may not be you see over there? Those are students from the... They've been looking worried and miserable, if you ask me.
Those
It's no good.
There's been a lot of, especially the group that they're called Ein.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? They're usually, I've heard that Ein.
Wait,
I wouldn't worry too much.
I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they... Oh... This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss?
Then,
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money?
yeah.
Huh. All these guys...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? Travel?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of...
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is...
Oh! Sorry. He must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Paimon can't stand...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora. As you can see, years ago, King Deshret founded the Great Desert Nation. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom.
So,
Greater Lord Ruka. Furthermore, she could let the story mark mine. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
You again? Deranged academia.
Yes, it's me again. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up...
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you
I told you the other day...
Ha! The boss...
Yes, and in no...
I'm warned.
If you're suggesting that if on the... I will jeopardize the... I am quite Also...
What did...
Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for...
Mr. Iman.
I,
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
whoa. Did you see that? He not only got us our plus, he would...
please, just...
Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get... Oh, I advise you to keep your... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We...
Who exactly are you two? A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah,
He doesn't even have a vision.
maybe not. Those high-headed...
We'll reconvene. You were willing to... Look,
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the...
you know almost this is what you've been looking for.
Huh? I'm on...
This. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct.
That's,
It's essentially they were created, but despite over the past meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that with our current arrangement, you're still... Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help. I need you to find, unlike the peddler she's guarded against, I think she blacklisted me. Become one of Dory's customers.
Why do you want us to...
Until you complete this task,
Fine.
you two are outlet. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd... I'll prepare some fun...
What? We...
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They...
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge that's because knowledge originates from Irminsul. However, some canned knowledge using elemental sight.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here's don't be cheat. Oh, and be...
Matra?
The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote... Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette.
Following the...
Ronak.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. You haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing Morning Cloud.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retreat, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? I'm guessing that.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take... He's cautious of us. Let's take a clook.
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your... Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? Al-Haitham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way.
Take it easy.
Look, he's over there. Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishmaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Oh, that voice. Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, but it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. So that's why it's your first time here. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or, how about, with this one, you can become... Ooh, now 2 million more. Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever. All right, let's try the method that Al-Haitham mentioned. You've really got a good... We'll take these, please and thank you. Listen. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge... Think about it. We've gone to all the... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful. Excellent. Then please... hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million more. Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight to get... know if they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the more has already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but Dory, we'll take this one. All right. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally... Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup?
Well,
You're a pretty damn...
relax.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about...
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down?
Yeah, he just... When we heard that the...
In that case, a short while ago.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. As you know, several brigades have been my personal... I agreed to... However, they adamantly...
So you kept hounding?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into the Divine Knowledge Capsule to ensure the unless I know whose Dory is the most...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge...
Yes, you can say that. The day after tomorrow, if I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Alhaitham!
You doing so right under the... All right.
Here.
Hmm.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a while you fight. There may be variances in...
Wow! Alhaitham! Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you...
When you are unable to All right. Let's begin the test.
Adventure time! Ha! Game's up! Fun's over! Gotcha! Brain cutter! Yeah! Time to act!
All right. The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help.
Off we go!
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2.
adventure. Everybody stand back! Let's light! Things are about to get dicey. Busted! Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Fire hazard!
Now, I'll start.
Alhaitham,
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
wait! How much? Dory's such a jerk!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly. I'm heading back to.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way. Can you read? Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, after all, I had to work a But how can we be? Because as for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by the group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret. That divine knowledge in the capsule is... Thanks for the info! Please, it's... Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ayn el-Akhma.
Off we go!
Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
Take it easy.
Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right.
Dory even gave us evidence.
Huh, look at that. All right. In which case...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoked. After we defeat them, we can finally...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's...
Yep, let's...
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take... This is turning into quite...
Back up! Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boy!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
That's close enough.
Quietly now. Rain outlines your fate. Raincutter, know my sword. Here comes the cash. Here come the fireworks. Time for a light show. Ha! Ha!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away! World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada. This Divine Knowledge Cap. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the Matra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge. Still, Paimon didn't.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon
Truthfully, I don't. Moreover,
everything about Lesser.
I'm heading back to the
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Off we go!
Just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. Indeed.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon...
Thanks. Speaking of...
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
If there isn't a... My lady, if you went to...
Yeah!
It's called Covert It's alright, Dee. The festival's tomorrow. Even when you put it that... Don't worry.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and...
Oh, I've already prepared...
Whoa!
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice. That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, all of my friends will be working.
Yeah.
Then let's meet at the new.
It's a deal.
I may be too.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero. Oh, no. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunya.
Traveler.
Good morning, Dunya.
Not at all.
You've worked so...
You know it. Well, many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could
mushrooms, so...
It's another Sub-Zero's generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashba mushroom.
So, the
Wait,
but if then wouldn't the... Oh, Traveler, we have to... Thanks!
Dear customers, would you like to try your...
What's alchemical...
Right? I thought...
So, how does it...
It's quite simple.
Sure sound...
That is precisely what we need. After the
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try? Okay, one more.
Paimon wants to take a...
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, I remember now. It means
illusions and lies? That sounds...
Yes.
He's not even trying to...
Naturally.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Things can't go on like this.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candy.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
In the few short days... All right, little soldiers.
Yes, not...
Fair.
It's all thanks to Miss...
As are we to you.
Whichever... Ooh, those also...
And there's also Lizard Tail and...
Huh? What?
Oni Kabuto is...
Dunyarzad? It's all right.
I also believe in your...
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention!
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many...
The Sunsetia-flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this?
Really?
It's night of...
They all basically sound...
Oh, actually, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably...
Take it easy.
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our
Those are my...
Who are you?
That's...
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and...
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homiyanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long.
Don't speak so... Don't worry about it, my... Traveler, take me...
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many...
Please be careful. Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You sure you...
I'll be fine after some rest.
Yeah! Don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia!
Any more of them? Or rather, did any...
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this?
Please, let me...
Come on, it's nothing.
Hold on, you said something about a new...
About...
It can't be.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad,
Thank you very much.
Don't be like...
Are you feeling...
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you...
Truly.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually...
Can't believe...
Oh, Sumeru's curse.
Dunyarzad...
There's no need to be compared to the... I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Since I was a child, I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's not to mention this way. When my final day does arrive, at the very least, many people will remember that I...
as long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also...
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali, thanks. Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Nilu will re... And with that...
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah!
Were you not aware?
Over there!
I think I just...
But the dance of the Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private host if you continue. The Grand Sages are...
How... The Academia was originally... This is a hard...
Art. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defy...
No!
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha day that prohibits...
Understood.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your...
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go somewhere that...
Or...
Nilu, it's all.
But you've been looking forward to the dance.
It's okay. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's.
If you say so.
Then yes. Okay, it's a promise.
I can't believe this is how things turn.
It really is a.
Nero and Dunyarzad promised to make. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...